Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mark back in the workshop on Mark's Aquatics. It's gone crazy out there in the world with all this coronavirus. So, on this little video, this is how not to breed coronavirus, okay? So, we've all been hearing about this stuff on the news and all over the place at the moment, all through all the media outlets about this, how, deadly it is, now this, that, and, it's vast, the amount of information that's been being put up on social media at the moment. Obviously, this is a disease that affects the elderly people from say 60 up, people with underlying health problems and stuff like that, asthma, different things like that. So what we got to do about it? Well, the way I see it and the way that I look at things like that is you've got to cut down on what you do, cut down on your activities. I know a lot of you guys know all this information as well, but I've got quite a few thousand subscribers, and if I can get through to a few of you guys, then it's all, you may not have watched the news, but you might just watch my channel, who knows? And if I can help you out, then fantastic stuff. But what I was going to say, obviously, cleanliness, personal hygiene is a must. Make sure you get the old hands nice and clean all the time, nice hot soapy water, doesn't have to be hand sanitizer. And if you do have to go out, make sure that you do and stay at least, say, 5 to 6 feet away from the person in front of you. If people come up behind you in a queue, kindly ask them to move back away from you just to be on the safe side, because you don't know if you've got it by being out there or they've got it and they're going to transmit it to you. So you've got to be really careful on those, along those lines, okay? Obviously, old people, if you're close and you're around that area and you know people that are old in your town or in your area or in your housing block or wherever you live in the world, go and knock on the door, speak to them through the door, just ask them if they're okay, if they need anything, or if they'd like you to get anything for them. You could buy it, you could leave it outside the door with a little note saying just wipe the bottles down or whatever with a cleanly, with a cleanser wipe before you bring it in. Because these people, obviously they're old, they're scared, and they want to be safe, so they're not going to come out, so they're going to be relying on people, and not everyone's got family, not all old people have got family, so they're going to need to they need to be helped out. And it's up to you guys, being younger and fitter, to help the older generation out, okay? They've been looking after you ever since you were kids and throughout history, so it's nice if you can give them a little bit something back. It will mean the world to them, and it means they won't have to venture out in taxis and things, and they could contract this virus, which in turn could be life-threatening for them if they've got underlying, asthma and different things, or coronary, artery problems and all this sort of stuff. So try and help them out as much as you can. Obviously, if you've got your kids, don't go around to your grandparents, because if the kids have got it, they're more likely just going to brush it off, but it could have a big impact on the grandparents. So be careful along those lines, and don't go panic buying. Don't go panic buying all over the place, because it's not needed. And if you do see an old person in the shop and you've got shopping, they're going to be spooked by being in the shop. So let them go in front of you, okay? Let them go in front, and so they can get out the shop quicker, because it's going to be spooky for them just to be in the shop, okay, thinking that they might contract this. And yes, that's about all I've got to say on that, guys. Like I say, it's a very short video, a little how not to catch it, how not to breed it. Normally we breed things, but in this case we don't want to be breeding this stuff. We want this stuff to be gone. We want the world to go back to normal, and everyone to be okay. Small businesses, all that are suffering as well. Obviously, I've got a shop here. I'm not expecting anyone. I'm not even open to the public now. I've closed the door to them. I've got my online sales, which obviously if you do get a parcel, I'm going to keep on doing that. But you can also wipe it down when you get it, obviously from the postman's hands, through my hands, whatever. You can wipe it down before you open it, and everything should be okay. I'm making sure I use surgical gloves and everything when I'm packing up things, so there's hopefully no cross-contamination going to happen that way. But that's all I can do, is the mail order stuff. But there you go. Anyway, guys, make sure you stay safe, keep your hands clean, keep yourselves healthy, get healthy food, don't go panic buying, and yeah, just look after yourselves, okay, and help out other people. And if you're bored, you're stuck in the house, you've got nothing to do, go and have a look. I've got 400 odd videos on how to breed this, how to breed that. You may have a community tank in your house, you can get a small tank, you can take a little filter out, and you might start up a little breeding project over the next couple of weeks if you're in isolation, quarantine, and you can breed some fish. That's why I make these videos, and that's why they're all up there for you to watch for nothing. So get out there and start breeding some fish and enjoying yourself while you're in quarantine. Anyway guys, as always, you're all stars, love you loads, take care, and I'll see you on the next edition of Marks Aquatics. Bye for now.